Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He can run for it, and he will. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, that's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Yellow. Easy.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
43. 43. Alert 3. Check 52. He's crashing. He's 57.
Mahomes going to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He is going to find Hill here. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Yellow.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
You can't block me.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Yellow. There's a lot of light. Right now, let's go. I'm coming.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A pickup of 2.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports half. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Ingram. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Williams. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very slim. Returnable for Thomas. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for good yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down. On second down now, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
43, 43.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
You go tight. You got tight. Mike 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he checks this one down to Williams. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon. And I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise, going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's checking. Crash.
They run it again with Williams. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That one complete to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow. Check 3. Protein spill. 24. Check 1.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Matt Judon there to bring him down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
3 down, 3 down. Check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check the backer. Right side. Hey, Ripley. 57 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Right side.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Flushed out right. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beat beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beat beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill.